but it's up in the air and we don't know for sure yet how certain things like this will function. And there are a ton of other options for one-handers in PvP. They all have their applications in their own way, but the key takeaway here is to have Crusader on both your one-hander and your two-hander so you can get the double proc. And for your shield, it will be expensive because it's a very good, very rare world drop.
Skull Flame
Shield is just too good to pass up. It has two great on-struck effects that can be very beneficial. The other two options have on-struck effects as well, and they are Crest of Retribution.
3% chance of stealing 35 life. I don't know if you guys can read it. So, when struck in combat has a 3% chance of stealing 35 life from the target, and the other one is when struck in combat has a 1% chance of dealing 75 to 126 fire damage to all targets around you. Fucking amazing.
Some Strathholm and Drill Bore Disc from Gar and Molten Core. Before we move on to enchantments, here are a few honorable mentions. A great option for a two-hander would also be Arcanite Reaper. It's got a really slow speed, which equates to big crits, and then a couple Bone Reaver's Edge-like items, Annihilator and Rivet Spike. Though these are both one-handers, they have their use. And lastly, Herd Smasher, which would just be super fun when you D-up. And now for enchants.
Wait a minute, what the hell happened? What the fuck? Are we live, guys? Okay, we're live, right? What the fuck happened? Okay, it's good now. Okay, sorry about that, guys.
Slot, there are a few different options.
I was like, what the fuck happened?
If you feel like you have enough health or are going to have a
the Twitch is back
with decent healers to PvP with, then you can grab a
Lesser
Arcanum of
Twitch
Velocity
is back.
and get
Good,
the 8
good,
strength
good.
one. But if you want more survivability, you can grab the 100 health enchant Lesser Arcanum of Constitution. ZG won't be out yet, so no shoulder enchants are available. Cloak, you'll want 3 agility. Chest, you can go with 3 stats or 4 stats, or for more survivability, you can grab Major Health, which gives you 100 health.
I always go for
Bracers,
health on
you
my
want 9
guys.
strength
But
or 7 strength. Gloves, you want to get
It's
7
cheaper.
strength or
It's
7
cheaper to
agility,
get.
depending on what your preference is there and how much crit you have. It won't be game changing, but it could make a difference. For legs, you can grab the 8 strength or the 100 health Arcanum, just like you did for the head. For boots, you need to have minor speed. There is no other option here. If someone has it and you don't, they can kite you for days upon days.
So good to
And
have
for
that,
weapons,
man.
You want to get Crusader. It's just
I gotta
the best,
reload
and
my,
I don't think weapon chains
chat
are going
box
to
here.
give you as much overall value. And for shield, you want to grab yourself a shield spike.
Shield spike,
Well, that wraps
baby.
it up for the pre-PvP best in slot list.
We live,
report.
boys. I don't know what
If
happened.
you guys want to see me do a guide for all the consumables and gadgets that could be useful,
Yes.
just let me know.
Yes, Atticus. Make one for that, dude. Please. Again, guys. Here's the video we just watched. Atticus's guide to pre-raid PvP best in slot guide, gear, and enchants. Here's the link, everybody. Soon midnight here and need to sleep, says VX Cosmos. Keep in touch about the Def Talk and give my regards to your brother. Absolutely, VX Cosmos, brother. Have a good one, my man. Do Rhett? What about Rhett? What do you want to know about Rhett, Fohammer? I'm going to go work on that next. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, this was a great... Dude, already 612 views, my man. Awesome, dude. Awesome. I love seeing stuff like this. And here's the thing, right? We're going to be needing a lot of guides that are, like, you know, pre-raid, that are pre-patch 2. So here's the thing, right? So we're not 100% sure yet, but it definitely does look like, I think so at least, that we're going to be getting the last rendition of the gear. So it's not going to be progressive itemization in the sense of gear that was out in the entire longevity of WoW. But when it comes to gear that is out for, you know, certain gear that came out in patch 1.10, that won't come out till later. So knowing that and going into it knowing that certain items will be really good in phase 1 or in phase 2 is really good, you know, for guides and shit like that, because, you know, certain items that people would look at and be like, oh, well, that's not going to be good. It may be a lot better for some classes. So, hey, dude, congrats on 10K. Oh, woo, thank you, my man. Thank you so much, brother. Ret Paladin is the only Paladin outbreak. What about Holy, man, dude? Holy Paladin, baby. We're back. How long did the stream go down for? It must have been like a second on my end. I didn't even see it go down. I don't know what the hell happened, but I'm sorry, guys, but we are back. We are back. Yeah, Twitch was fine. I guess it was just the YouTube. I cannot wait. I cannot fucking wait to get our own place, boys. Okay, I wanted to listen to some. Let's do some Teldrassil, boys. I can go for some Teldrassil right now. Some of that elven music. So, when is the website going to launch? Trustian. Okay. We're supposed to be launching within this week, my friend. Within this week. As some of you guys know, I don't really want to say like for sure because, you know, we want to make sure that the launch goes as smooth as possible. And there's some things that we have to kind of figure out before that, but we're on schedule. We're on schedule to launch sometime this week, hopefully, guys. So I cannot wait to show it to you. I cannot wait. There's a lot of cool things we've been thinking about for it. And here's the great thing about it, guys. Like I said, you know, people like Atticus, people like yourselves, you can upload your guides, upload your videos, and, you know, upload your best in slot right to the website. And it become a community place where everyone can go and look up, you know, best in slot, forums, all this kind of thing. So it's going to be basically a community-driven site. That's the idea, right? Soon TM. Trusty. Cargos leaked a map of Azeroth that I want so bad. Did he really leak it? Did he really leak it, dude? Oh my god. Did he really leak it? No, he didn't. Did he really? Did he leak it on stream? Oh my god, dude. Oh well. Cat's out of the bag. What happened, Sane? Did he realize it like soon, or did he Dude, Cargos is so funny, man. Oh my god. So if you guys saw that, if you saw the map, we're really excited about that map. It is going to be, he briefly showed it on stream. Okay. We're really excited about that. If you guys saw it, those of you who did see it, it was the cores, dude. It was the cores. That's why I drink Diet Snapple, boys. None of that. None of that. Here's the thing, too. We we'll always have the site up because we're always working on it, and, you know, especially the guys who actually know what they're doing with technical stuff. So I'm sure he probably just tabbed over by mistake and put it up there. Get some likes back on the stream, boys. Oh, Atticus, I appreciate it, my man. Guys, get some likes over to Atticus's video. Did I go ahead and link that one more time for you guys so you can check that out? So yeah, here's the thing. When it comes to the website, my boys, my guys, and oh, Cargos is still streaming. I didn't even know he was still streaming. Dunedain in the house. I'm just checking in to congratulate both of you, says Dunedain. Now gonna go to sleep. Amazing content, guys. Some of the best on YouTube. Dunedain. That means a lot, brother. That really does. Congrats on 10K. Oh, the likes reset. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, Dunedain, thank you, my man. Thank you. Guys, 10,000 subscribers. I don't even know what to like. So let me give you guys a little bit of a surprise, a little bit of insight about, you know, what Melderon and I have been planning and talking about doing. So we've really I feel like we've you know, and the website stuff has taken a lot of our time, right? Thank you so much, Bruteus. Thank you, my man. Thank you. So I felt like that we've really hit our stride with certain things, and Melderon exceeds so well in, you know, doing the guides, doing these videos that need research, and I feel like I kind of excel a little bit more on the person to person kind of stuff, like the streams, you know, doing fun stuff here and there. So we kind of found what we excel at, and we're gonna roll with that, right? So together we used to help each other, you know, one video at a time, do this, do that, whatever. But now we've kind of gotten to the point where we can manage our own stuff self-sufficiently. And what that means is more content on the YouTube channel, basically. More content, you know, more streams, regular content, regular dev talks. And once the website launches, and I know a lot of you guys have probably noticed, you know, with the actual videos have not been coming out as much as we used to. For someone like Melderon and I, we used to put out like 3-4 videos a week. You know, now we're lucky if we get like 1 or 2 out a week. So we will be getting back to that, though. I just want you guys to know that we will be getting back to the point where we'll be putting out multiple videos a week. You know, some guides, but we're trying to. Or there's only so many guides that we're going to be working on in certain things. Melderon and I, we really like stuff that has to do with healing and leveling and, you know, dungeons, this kind of stuff. But doing this work on the website with other members of the community, we've really gotten to know members of the community that are really passionate about like certain things. So for example, like Grace for Days, like he loves to work on professions and things like that. Whereas Cargo's, you know, he loves his PowerPoints, he loves his dual leveling, he loves all that kind of stuff. And we're kind of trying to work together with the rest of the content creators in the community and kind of see what our strengths are and roll with that. So hopefully that means better content for you guys. That's the plan. And a place where all of that content can be viewed more easily would be the website, right? So that's the idea with that as well, as long as other stuff, as I'm sure as Cargos has revealed, there's going to be other stuff on the site as well. But I really want to let you guys know, like, once we get the site moving and the wheels moving, which is going to happen very soon, we're going to be putting even more energy into this channel, because that for me is what I enjoy doing the most. I know that's what Melderon enjoys doing the most. I mean, this website has been a passion project, has been not only that, but it's been an amazing experience. So, want to hit at what me and Pogren have in the works? Yes, okay, yeah, Atticus, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Okay, guys, so he loves straw polls. Yes, he does, Trustian. Okay, guys, so check this out. So listen to this. So you guys know Good Morning Azeroth is like, you know, myself, Cargos, Dunedain, and Melderon. And it's been a very popular stream and a very, I think, informative stream. And honestly, it's one of my favorite things to do for the week. I love doing Good Morning Azeroth. So Pogren and Atticus, you know, came up with the idea of, hey, what about a follow-up, you know, stream called Good Night Azeroth that would basically, you know, look at things that were said during the Good Morning Azeroth, things that they had thought of while listening to it, and things that people had brought up. So basically, it would be a, you know, a closure on the day of, you know, what has gone on, what we talked about this week, other things that we missed, other topics, and they would have their own kind of spin on it, put their own personalities into it, which you guys know their personalities and their passion for this game, you know, is just as high as ours, if not exceeding it. So having that, you know, where we have this brand, Good Morning Azeroth, Good Night Azeroth, I am really excited about it. I'm really excited for it. And I think, you know, you guys will be able to, of course, see, you know, how much this means to them and means to all of us. So that's something we're really excited about working on. And this is the kind of stuff that happens when we collaborate with each other, right? You know, we bounce ideas off of each other. Someone says, hey, what about this? What about that? And, you know, the next thing you know, we have something that the community loves and, you know, is basically eating up and you know, really likes. So I'm really excited about that. Oh my God. Wait, GMA Thanksgiving special. I want WoW floats and parade. Dude, what, seriously? And then missing the important afternoon. So here's the thing, right? So a lot of people can't catch the Good Morning Azeroth, or a lot of people listen to Good Morning Azeroth and say, oh, well, these guys missed that, or I wish they talked more about this. And it's basically a perfect, unique, you know, place where they could kind of gauge what the community has kind of seen and talked about and roll with that. And I think it's, I don't know, I just think it's a perfect idea. And I think both these guys are like the perfect people to do this. And I are super excited about this. Hell yeah, dude. Both Atticus and I will TM that shit. Don't worry, dude. I can't fucking wait. And the best part is they're going to put their own flair into it. They're going to put their own personalities into it. And it's going to come out. I know it's going to come out amazing. So I can't wait to see it as a fucking viewer. I can't wait. Exactly. Trustian brought up a good point. So if a blue post comes out later after the stream, would be nice to talk about it. That is, again, another reason. So imagine we do a GMA, and at 6 o'clock they hit up with a blue post. Well, we can't do nothing about it. Our next GMA isn't for another week, right? Boom, I got a good night Azeroth. And you got to get somebody who goes, good night Azeroth. You got to do that too. No. Just don't, make sure you don't blow out any car speakers, man. I can't believe I blew out someone's car speaker. I feel so bad. And that's why we started doing the warning beforehand, man. But I can't believe that I actually blew out someone's car speaker. That is just beyond... I can't believe I did that. I'm sorry. Again, I'm sorry. That sounds like a great idea. Looking forward to that, dude. See, I told you the guys would love it, man. Hey, congrats, the Shaman. The Shaman. Thank you so much, brother. I remember when you guys had 500 subs. The Shaman, we were just talking about that, man. And I know a lot of you guys remember that as well. A lot of you guys remember, you know, the old days, and we were just watching some of those videos, some of those clips. I wanted to just show you guys something else. So, back in the old days, you know, back before the deaf talks and all that kind of stuff, our main thing is we would do these classic WoW talks, right? And they were just discussions, basically. So here you see the classic WoW discussion, part 10, classic WoW demo leaks, dude. Look at this, man. Back October 3rd, 2008, looking at the demo leaks for classic WoW.
It goes against Blizzard, but that's fine. We're here for the community. If you don't have the money to spend, or if you think it might be too expensive,
talking about people
there will be so much
not paying for the demo
on YouTube.
Yeah, and streaming on Twitch and things like that. I mean, just so many amazing memories, so many cool things. Here you go, Def Talk with Orkbit, Josh Corbett. I mean, just so many amazing things. Here we go, the Def Talk with John Stats, probably one of the most amazing moments of our lives. And and of course our internet was acting up. We had friggin' our internet was acting up so bad. But here we go, interview with John Stats, one of the most. I mean, to think that we actually were able to sit down with a classic WoW developer, like, unbelievable.
50 people. How many monsters were those groups going to be fighting? If
you see my face here, I'm just like, I can't believe I'm talking to John Stats. I just can't believe like some of the stuff that we did, and going back, I didn't even load all the way down, did I? It's official, we did it. Here we go. WoW discussion part 1. I think Melderon put a bunch of the older videos and made them look at the fresh face. I think I've been here since 200 subs, Zohan. Zohan, yeah, you have been here for a long time, dude. So here's the very first discussion that we did.
Okay, this is the true experience. We need to do it in the progression that it happened in.
Correct.
That's the way I feel about it.
This is me talking about wanting to see the 1.1 start instead of a 1.12.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what I was just talking about there.
But you know, is it going to be a one-time fee, which I totally doubt? But is it? You know, probably not. Is it going to be a monthly subscription fee?
Been using YouTube for like 12 years. This is the first channel I've subbed to. Really? John Doherty, are you serious? This and Cargos, I think. John Doherty, that means a lot, my man. I mean, wow. I really appreciated that, dude. I felt the same excitement when I was helping interview Kevin Jordan. Oh my God, Viv, I know, dude. Dude, Viv, I was just, you know, and I've been listening to the Kevin Jordan. I've listened to everyone so far. I just can't believe how informative they've been, how insightful they have been. And guys, look at the kind of content that surrounds this community. I mean, not talking about me for a second, but you know, look at people like Josh from Countdown to Classic. Like, we have a legit, amazing, you know, like I would argue, by far, you know, one of the most professional people, you know, who is able to interview people like Kevin Jordan. You know, he's had so many amazing people on his channel. Like, that just shows how passionate so many people are on this fucking around this community. Josh is awesome. Josh is not only amazing, but he has been such a help to Melderon and myself. Like, not even talking about promotion, just talking about like being there as a friend, being there for support. when we needed guidance on things, like asking him, like, hey, should we do this? Should we not do this? Like, this might be something that might hurt our channel, but we want to be unbiased and we want to do this. And then, you know, some of you guys, you know, so we always tried to be as unbiased as possible, and to, you know, Melderon's goal and mine as well was always to, listen guys, this is what's going on in the community. We're going to talk about it no matter what, you know, and we're going to try to withhold our opinion as much as possible, try to be as unbiased as possible. And sometimes people didn't like what we did, you know what I mean? And there were some things that, looking back now, you know, I not knowing the whole situation on certain things, I still wouldn't take it back, just because, in my eyes, to be a good source of information, to be a good source of you know, reliable content and information, sometimes you have to talk about things or bring up things, or, you know, that aren't the most common or most talked about. But I feel like, you know, it was a mission for Melderon and I to kind of be as unbiased as possible and to bring, you know, whatever information, no matter what it was, to the community. I missed the Super Play Brothers series. You know what, Will, it's coming back. I can say that with 100% certainty. It is coming back. Ah, the good old days. Way to support Josh's. Thank you guys so much. And you know what, guys? I will tell you first and foremost that Super Plate Brothers. So here we go, where we met Esfand in inside the Super Plate Brothers. This series has been, and I know a lot of you guys see this like an hour and 5 minutes. You're probably like, wow, this is really long.
Hello, everyone. Melderon TV here with.
Well, this is like some of my favorite stuff to go back and watch, man.
Hey guys, if you notice this quality of this video is in HD, is because this is the first. Well, not the first Super Play Bros with high quality. That was on Devin's computer, but on my computer, finally got a new computer.
You know what's great, dude? Melderon's character looks 100% exactly like him, dude. It looks seriously exactly like him. It's so funny. 104 people watching, only 34 likes. More likes equals higher suggested stream. More viewers equals more content. Get them damn likes on my brothers. Thank you so much, Atticus, for being the hype behind the hype, my friend. You guys are the hype behind the hype, boys. Stone Town PvP was lit. Me, you, Josh, Melderon, Al, sounds like a dungeon party. Viv, dude, I would fucking, oh my god. Dude, that right there sounds so awesome. Johnny Bravo, true. This is one of the first videos to pop up when searching for Classic WoW. Really? Wait, this right now?
Very excited about this.
That's awesome.
We're in Red Ridge Mountains right now.
So this is, what is this? This is Super Plate Brothers episode 9. We meet Esfand is what it's called, and it
checking out some Guard Parker action here. But
so I still am but when I was playing my Paladin, I was completely obsessed with Esfand at the time.
Matt wanted to give a little shout out first before we started doing anything.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
give it a
guys,
shout out to? Who
just
was it
hanging
to?
out on Discord the other day, and Gramps LFG and Static Display just want to give you guys a shout out. Thanks for hitting me up in Poonigoon's Discord and saying that you guys
Poonigoon's Discord,
like
there you go.
videos and you like Melderon and you like the stuff that we're doing. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Just wanted to give you guys a quick shout out.
Look at that thrusting, baby. Oh yeah. How many realms you think will be open EU USA? Whew, man, so if I had to guess, I'm not good at guessing. So if I had to honestly, I have no idea. I don't even want to guess because I really don't know. But honestly, it all depends on how big the server size is, right? If we have, 3K, if we have 5K, if we have more than that, which I really hope we don't, but if we have like 5K servers, I would hope that there would be at least 10 to 15 servers just for the East Coast of the U.S. We have Atticus, who donated $1.99 through Super Chat, says, Dono Train, ? Chug, 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 choo, choo. Atticus, thank you, my man. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for the $2. Thank you, my man. But, yeah, honestly, I don't know. I really don't, and I hate to speculate on something like that until we get more information about that stuff. But Here we go. Here we go. Pogren has donated $1 through Super Chat. Thank you so much, Pogren. I love you guys. Atticus and Pogren, guys. My brothers from another mother. Thank you guys so much for the donations. And you know what, man? I look forward to continuing playing with you guys, and I can't wait to see your guys' stream take off and your guys' channels take off, because you guys are next. That's the thing, right? You know, for Def Camp and Melderon, like, you know, our thing is that we want to do is to pay it forward to the next people, and you guys have the passion, you guys have the motivation, and you guys have what it takes, in my opinion, to be part of the voice of this community. I really believe that, and there are so many others. There's so many others who are coming up and becoming and making content, and they're just, I mean, it's in a sense it's hard, right? Because there's so many amazing content creators in this community, but in a sense it's not, because everyone's so welcoming and everyone's so giving. So, I mean, you guys have already done it. You guys already know what to do. You guys have the passion. You have what it takes, and whatever I can do to help you guys out, you know, I love you. So thank you again for the donations. Jonas Pearson has subscribed on YouTube. Thank you, my friend. So yeah, just talking about this video, a lot of these Super Plate Brothers, which is
I got you.
Melderon and I being goofy, having fun. Dude. I think this is
Look.
where is it? Here we go.
Oh, damn.
I don't even know what some of this stuff we did. If you guys ever want to take a look though and watch some of these Super Plate Brothers, they were very funny. I enjoyed them. I enjoyed making them. So yeah, the Super Plate Brothers series, the vlog series, and everything else, you know. Here we go. Vanilla discussion. We're talking about J. Allen Brack. Oh my god. But yeah, so much fun shit, dude. I'd get ETA. My dad will beat me. What's good, my dude? Dockin in the house. Dockin TV, my brother. Nothing much, my man. We hit 10K subs and we're having a little celebration over here. And just telling everyone how much I love them, and going through some of the older videos, looking back in the past at some of the fun we've had, some of the things that we've done. And I got to say, it's been a hell of a journey. So Lord Dockin is in the house. Hell yeah. I found some BFA groups via chat during BFA launch month, but I was a tank. I used to do a Super Plate Brothers with my cousin on Astalius. Really, Zohan? That's fucking awesome, man. So yeah, for those of you, I just want to say this again, for those of you who love Super Plate Brothers and wanted to see it come back, we will be doing it again once Classic comes out. So it may be, hopefully not that long, where we can make another episode of Super Plate Brothers, and we're going to have something special for you guys soon as well. So just be ready for that. I don't get an ETA on my dad will beat me. What are you saying, John Kelly? They need to support at the very least 1 million players on launch week. So that's a lot of realms. Yeah, they'll probably have to merge a month later. I'm sure they will have to merge some realms. I fell asleep while watching and must have missed the same population as it was in original vanilla. Yeah, dude. Yo, did someone do a 500 donation? Yeah, John Doherty. So we got a $500 donation last night from Nicholas Stain, and I literally... Okay, so I didn't know, I didn't see it like at the very first second, but I saw it. I looked over, and you guys see when it does the $500. If it's like a really high donation, it comes up in red. So at first I didn't know. I thought it said $50. So I'm looking, and then it hit me that it was 500, and literally my jaw just dropped, and I didn't know. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. And I think for about 20 to 30 minutes, I was like completely lost in the sauce. Just completely lost in the sauce. And Nicholas Stain, what he said was, and I want you guys to hear this, he said, this is for all those people, you know, he says, I try to support when I can, what I can, but he said this is for all those people who want to donate but can't. So that means a lot to me. And yeah, hope someone clipped it. It's still over there on Twitch. I think someone can clip it. But I was acting like an idiot, basically. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I was on the verge of like literally breaking. They were trying to get me to fucking cry and like break down. And I was literally like, I was so much in shock that I still don't believe it. I still don't believe. And that wasn't it. You know, we had Vomp drop big donations. We had Sarmonican, we had Trussian. We had a lot of big donations yesterday. And I didn't realize two people dropped 10,000 bits each. I thought 10,000 bits was $10. I didn't know how much a bit was. So here's Vomp again. Vomp, thank you so much. Grats on the 10K. Vomp, thank you so much for the $2.01, my friend. I appreciate it, my man.
Must have the deepest commitment. The most serious mind.
Atticus, I know, dude. And the thing is, Vomp, thank you again, my man. And, you know, we've had people who have been so supportive and welcoming. And the thing is, you know, it's hard to fathom sometimes, right? When you think about this, like, you just imagine for a second that, you know, for some of you guys who have been here for a while, you know, I've never met a lot of you guys, but I feel like when I talk to you guys and you know, just talking on Discord or just talking here, it's hard to explain, but I feel like you guys are, you know, here with me in a sense. You guys are like part of my, you know, stream. You're a part of the stream. You're part of this thing. But I feel like the connection between the chat and the streamer here is unlike anything. Even when I've watched other people stream, you know, you feel like the connection with the person, but the connection that I feel with you guys, you know, after talking with you guys, hearing with you guys, I mean, we never have had like anyone in this chat, like knock on wood, that has been like, you know, like harassing or like a dick or anything like that. Literally all of you guys are supportive, like welcoming, hospitable, just amazing people. And it's not about, you know, so much what I'm doing here. It's about the way that you guys have accepted me. That makes me feel so free and open just to be myself. And that's true. Like, that's 100% honest. Like, I do not feel at all any kind of way that I have to act a certain way or I have to be a certain way. I'm just myself 100%, and it's because of you guys that I feel comfortable to do that. And I've never experienced that before in my fucking life. And, you know, I've really tried to, with my whole past and all, like, you know, coming out of my addiction, learning more about myself, I've really tried to just embrace who I am, and to be able to come on here and do that in front of people that I don't know, but I do know. You know what I mean? Like, I know you guys now. Even though I never met you in person, I feel like I can talk to you guys about stupid shit, about, you know, the fucking stories that I've told about, you know, being a kid and having my mom thinking that I was touched by a priest, and, you know, joking about the fucking Nivea and shit. Like, I it's kind of stuff that I do with my brother, you know what I mean? Jokingly, like, all these, like, funny stories and all this shit that I say with my brother. I feel the same talking to you guys, and that, for me, has been the most amazing thing doing in this process, is having this open connection with you guys. And I just can't fucking wait till we get to the point where we can sit down, play the game we all love, have that experience together, be able to talk about Classic WoW, to be able to share that experience, to be able to come on the server, help each other out, play with each other. That, my bros, is going to be fucking amazing. And guys, it's going to be fucking awesome. It's going to be great. I don't know what else to say. Sorry for the blood and farts. I met you in person, Blush. Yes, I did meet Dokken in person. I was lucky enough to meet Dokken in person. I was, dude. Dokken's a cool dude, man. Dokken's a cool fucking dude. And I was able to meet one other person, a Patreon of ours, in person as well. And those experiences, like I said, like meeting you guys, talking to you here, being able to get a feel for your personality, and then meeting you in real life, like, you know, part of me felt like, oh, it'd be weird, like, you know, I meet someone, like, you know, well, first of all, meeting Dokken was not weird. Like, it was one of the most natural things, and it's like, because you truly get a sense, someone like Dokken, he's himself on stream. You know what I mean? Like, seeing Dokken on stream and then seeing him in real life, there was no disconnect. There was no difference. It was, what you see is what you get. And being able to get that with every one of you guys and, like, feel that I feel welcomed like that is just fucking beautiful, boys. I mean, let's be real. Every single one of us is a black sheep in one way or another. But each and every one of us is 100% accepting of each other and have a genuine concern and care for each other. Atticus, that's exactly how I feel, man. And you know what, guys? We joke around a little bit. Like, you know, fucking Horde, for the Horde, for the Alliance. But in my eyes, what matters first is we're a member of this community. And, you know, faction pride is amazing. It's awesome. Like, I love being able to feel that connection with the Horde. And I'm sure a lot of you guys love that, feel that connection, I guess is what you call it, with the Alliance. No, I'm just kidding. But, you know what I mean? Like, there's more at stake than just the factions, you know, when it comes to the Classic WoW community. It comes down to the passion and the love that we have for this game. And that is what binds us together. That's what brings us together, first and foremost. Whether you're here on this channel, you're a fan of the Alliance, you're a fan of the Horde, you know, we joke around, we have our fucking fun, but when it comes down to it, man, it's about having that connection to this game. It's about feeling what we feel when we log into the game for the first time and got that experience of playing this game and actually feeling something that you never felt before. And Classic WoW gave that to me, but it also gave me the ability to share that with other people. And no other game gave me that experience like Classic WoW did. Yeah, I've played other MMOs. I've played other games where I talked to other people, where I met other people. But in no other game do you have the connection that you have with the other player in Classic WoW. I mean, I remember the first time I grouped up with someone. It was for a quest in Teldrassil. And we're grouping up to do a quest. I think it was in the Furball Cave. And I remember, you know, not knowing what the hell I was doing. And the person obviously had more of an idea of me. And he said, hey man, you know, are you new to the game? He explained a couple things to me, told me where I had to go train, told me where I had to go to get certain things, explained to me, you know, told me about my class trainer, other things like that, told me where to go, you know, there's an auction house, ended up meeting him in Darnassus, showed me everywhere to go. I mean, like, that experience to a new player for me was so important. And I feel like when Classic WoW hits, I want to be able to give that to someone else. And sometimes it's easy to forget about those little things and remember how hard it is sometimes to come into this game for the first time. I was completely lost, but I was amazed. I was awestruck at the world, the beauty of it, at everything. But it can be, you know, a lot for someone. And for me, I just want to be able to give that back, to be that person who just fucking shows somebody, you know, this is the auction house. This is where you train for your class. This is the quest that you have to do to get your pet. Whatever. You know what I mean? But that's what Classic WoW is about. I went on a long tangent there, and I'm sorry, but we pick up on that. Yeah, exactly, boys. So Pogren says it's because we've always been family. We have just finally met up. Life has a strange way of making great things happen. We love you, dude. Pogren, thank you, my man. And life does have a strange thing of happening, man. And I do feel like, you know, things tend to happen for a reason. And fuck if I can say that, you know, if this has happened for a reason. I feel like, you know, playing WoW, the fact that, you know, playing WoW has led up to this for me and for all of you, to the point where now we're going to be playing Classic WoW. It's pretty fucking amazing, man. I mean, a total remake. Oh, wait, I read, you guys are fucking awesome, man. I really mean that. And, like, thank you again, guys, for the congratulations on the 10K. It's just getting started, boys. It is just getting started. Oh, perfect. Need more meme content for GMA meme contest? Yeah, we need some meme content, right? We need some more wanding animation. Dude, I immediately cry. Oh, yeah, I know, man. You know, we need to get Atticus that when he goes on there next time. That's the power of classic WoW. That's true, man. You know what? A lot of people don't understand classic WoW, and they don't get it. They don't get the camaraderie, the brotherhood that people get in this game. They don't get the... What is it? Like think about it. Like, what is it, though? What is it? The bottom line. What is it that people don't really get about classic WoW? Or the people do get about it? Like, what is the one thing, if there is one thing? I don't think there is one thing, but what is, like, for me at least, it's the connection, not only to my character, to the world, to Azeroth, to the lore, but to the people, right? The connection to the guy running across the Barrens, you know, and the person in my group, the person that I met for the first time and now talks to. It's about the immersion and the connection that you get to the game, to the world, to the people. And, like, at the bottom line, it's about just feeling part of something, I feel like. It's about feeling like you're part of something that is just more than yourself. And I know it might sound like stupid or cringy, but, like, for me, classic WoW is just, it's more than just me, you know what I mean? There's so many people who come to this game, who play it, and who actually get something out of it that's not, you know, money or thing. It's an actual feeling that you get. Like, for someone like myself who's always had this fucking hole in me, being able to log into a game and have that hole or whatever filled, that sounds really fucking rude, to have that empty, to have that fucking, you know what I'm saying, that's what it is. I'm just fucking on a ramble right now, boys. So many cool moments in WoW. One time I was playing late night, what a shocker, went to Ironforge, sell some staff, and saw things, this rogue in full Bloodfang, an epic tiger, and it was glorious. I was a low-level rogue, dude. DZ, I know, being, like, for me, when I saw that first person decked out in fucking gear and riding an epic mount, like, I was like, I want to be that dude. And it motivated me, man. It did. Sorry for blood and farts. Logs into Light's Hope. Where are my dwarven kin at? I know. Oh, shit. Space Dawkins still grinding. Oh my god, dude. Dawkins is the man who sends it. Dwarf power. Oh my god, dude.
Jedi must have the deepest
We got another Jedi. Who is this? What is this? What did I missed it? Hold on. What happened here? Dawkins has donated $2 through Super Chat. Def Camp wants his whole film. I gotta get my hole filled, man. Only way to get my hole filled is by playing some classic WoW. That's right. Thank you, Dawkins, for the $2, my man. Def Camp, what's his hole filled? You know what, Dawkins? Cheers, my man. And this is to hopefully meeting up again soon, my brother, having a nice barbecue and shooting the shit again, having a cigar. That was a lot of fun, man. That was a lot of fun. And to be able to meet you guys, like, that is fucking amazing. I cannot wait. Dude, I talked about it in Melron last night. We are going to BlizzCon this year, boys. We're going, okay? We're going. It's happening, you know, especially, like, it's happening, okay? And anyone who wants to come...
the deepest commitment. The most serious mind.
Atticus donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Grab his hole and fill it. Atticus, Dawkins gonna send it. I just that doesn't sound right. That doesn't. Oh my god, dude, you guys are fucking great, man. Vinny, thank you for subscribing. Tobias, thank you for subscribing. Guys, over 10,000. Over 10,000 now. What the fuck, guys? This has been so amazing. Thank you, Atticus, for the $2 donation. Thank you, Dawkins, for the $2 donation. You guys. Holy shit, man. What up, bruvs? Friar Tucker in the house. Deep Run Tram. Run to Stormwind to Ironforge. Took the words right out of I'm 85% accepting of all of you. Nice. Us nerds gotta stick together unless you're aligned, says Johnny Bravo. What the fuck, dude? Same with you, bros. Legit. Yes, brother. Druid's class use percent will be under... Druid class use percentage will be under 10? I wonder about that. I don't know. Do you think it's a bad idea to roll S-Priest if you're going to rank 14? I know they're gear dependent and rating Shadow is tough. Kigo has donated $2 through Super Chat. Did someone say, fill the hole? 10K subs, boys. Kigo, guys. Thank you, brother. Guys, Kigo's another guy who I've known for a long time, man. Thank you, brother. Yes, we did say something about filling a hole, but I did not mean to say it like that. 10K subs, Kigo. I know, brother. I know, man. Kigo... So I knew Kigo from raiding back in retail WoW. And I think Kigo, back when we first met, I don't even know if we even started the channel yet at that point. So what a fucking ride it's been, brother. So I'm going to read this again. Do you think it's a bad idea to roll S-Priest if you're not going to go for rank 14? I know they're gear dependent and raiding as Shadow is tough. So here's the thing. There is some good gear you can get through dungeons, you know, that's okay in PvP, that has high shadow damage. But, you know, you can get okay gear as, like, you know, rank 7, 8, 9, 10. You can get your blue PvP gear, essentially, which is actually really good for a Shadow Priest. I personally am 100% going to go Shadow and rank up. You know, there is some gear that you can get, like I said, that will be okay in Phase 1. You know, and especially when Phase 2 hits, there will be some decent Shadow gear. And if the itemization is the way that it's, you know, depending on how it's going to be, there's also some good Shadow gear in Skullomance or in Strathholm, in both, I think, actually. So, yeah, you should be okay. I mean, like I said, yeah, Shadow gear does tend to be a little bit harder for Shadow Priest, especially rolling against Warlocks and other things like that. But my personal thing that I'm going to try to do is this. I'm going to try to rank up a little bit as Holy at first. Hopefully I'll have some Holy gear to be able to do that. And then once I get up to higher ranks and once I get more gear, I will eventually go Shadow. So that's my way of going to do it. But yeah, it will be hard to go, you know, Shadow right from the get-go. But listen, man, Shadow is still really good even if you don't have that much spell power. It could still be really good and very... it's the utility you get out of it that's really good as well. So, will you be playing on the same server as Doc and TV? I don't know. I don't know if we decided that yet, guys. I'm trying to think if we're actually going to do that or not. But, Doc, and I know you said you have a guild that you're actually already working on, but we're trying to see if we can get it on the same server. That would be amazing if we could. Hell yeah, brother. Their main issue is Holy filled S-Priest. There you go. Hype, brother. Hype. Hell yes. You look like... Yeah, that's right. Not many young players play retail. Classic is even tougher to ask. I need a t-shirt. I survived the Wetlands run. Oh, you did, Fohammer. You did. You were there, brother. That's awesome, man. Someone on the BC... Oh, that's right. Someone on the BC server, you started your channel. The rest is history. Yeah, dude, that was, what, like 2 years ago now? Over 2 years ago. Geared with consumes with short fights, Shadow Priest can do pretty damn good. That's true, Zohan. And here's the other thing, too, like with a Shadow Priest. You know, there's... So, personally, for myself, I'm not going to be doing too much PvE as Shadow. All my PvE is going to be Holy, or like a Dispect. You know, but some of the gear in Tier 1 does give damage and healing. So, like the headpiece, even in the last iteration of the tier. So, once you get to Molten, there is some good gear in Molten Core, even, that you could get towards being a Shadow Priest. The headpiece, like I said, gives, I think, what, 12 damage and healing. So, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be doing great DPS like in Phase 1 as a Shadow Priest. but it all depends, like, again, like what we see with the actual gear and what we see with the itemization. So it's definitely doable. It's definitely doable. It's, I would say, you know, especially at phase 2, once Dire Maul comes out, you will see people going Shadow right away, at that point. Absolutely. And if you can get up to rank 10 and, you know, get some good gear at that point, like I said, the PvP blues that you get while ranking are extremely good for Shadow, for PvE and PvP. So you don't have to get to rank 13 just to be able to have that gear and do, you know, good damage. Like I said, right there, I think rank 7 is when you get the boots and the boots in the hands, and then you get more as you rank up. So would a dagger equip macro for backstab and sword equip macro for sinister strike? Would a dagger equip macro for backstab and a sword equip macro for sinister strike work? Yeah, it should, Mango. When you mean like for the new? So the new macros. So as far as I know, Mango. So a lot of you guys, you know, in classic WoW or in vanilla WoW and private servers, certain macros, the way that they are worded, are different in the modern client. So, for example, start attack macros. So as a rogue, I have a start attack macro with Sinister Strike, so that even if I don't have enough energy to use Sinister Strike, I'll still auto attack. Those were a lot different the way you had to make them back in the day. But I'm pretty sure in Classic you can use the newer macro settings. So as far as I know from what we've seen from the demo so far. And yeah, stuff like that should work no problem, Mango. I don't think younger players will be bullied as much as they would in retail. There are exceptions, but the Classic community isn't as elitist as all that. Yeah, Leonard, the good thing is too, man, is, yeah, there are some people who are going to be kind of elitist and kind of like that. Some people are going to see someone new come into the picture and they're going to, you know, call them a fucking noob, whatever, blah, blah, blah. For the most part, I don't think people were like that. Most people are very accepting. I've seen it myself. And that's been on private servers. So if the private server community can be like that, and the private server community is going to be probably a small part of the Classic community, I really have high hopes for the Classic community. I do, man. Get a tattoo of a gnome being crushed by a massive Tarn hoof. What will you level? Cuck boy. I will be leveling a undead priest 100%, brother. Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. I know that you're going Horde and have a guild already, but do you have someone making an alliance guild? So, Sane, the thing is, I don't know if we're going to have an alliance guild on the same server. Is that what you mean? Like, obviously, we can't play alliance on Horde on the PvP server. Are you asking, will we have people playing on that server that will be alliance? Because probably not. You know, if someone wants to create a guild specifically of gnome rogues to follow cargoes around and kill them, and that's up to you guys. But I will be creating, or at least I will be joining, a guild over with Dunedain on the EU servers that he plays on, and I will be playing alliance with him. But that'll be not, you know, that won't be my main. My main will be Horde, US, NA, somewhere probably either in Central or East Coast, so that we can raid with people in the West Coast as well. And that will be my main, playing Horde. So, but I remember you said Shaman. So Shaman, Cuckboy, is going to be my alt. So okay, so here's the thing. My main character, Undead Priest. My main alt, my number one alt after the Priest is going to be a Tarn Shaman. After that is when I'll probably have the Alliance character over on the EU server, which I won't be playing, you know, as much. I'll probably play once in a while here and there, get them slept up, play every once in a while, that kind of thing. But for the most part, those two characters will be my main focus, the Priest and the Shaman. What if I want to play Horde and I'm EU? I'll probably have Horde characters over there. So here's the thing. Totally plan on having two separate accounts, right? I mean, I currently play like 3 characters at a time right now pretty easily. 4, actually. I plan on having Horde and Alliance on EU, and I'll probably have some Alliance guys over on US as well. So Please repeat the name of the man who plays ally. It's Dunedain. Dunedain. Apostle Alex. Dunedain is the guy we do GMA with. So it's me, myself, Melderon, Cargos, and Dunedain are the guys who do GMA. You need to make the shaman at least so you can make a funny cow name, dude. I don't know. What should my shaman's name be? That's a good question. Beta Kagami, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Napple Snap says, Yo, Def Camp, this is off topic, but mad respect for you, how you open and honest you are about your past. I used to be an addict too, and I've lost friends, so congrats on all the recovery. Keep up the positive work, brother. Napple Snap, thank you, man. That's, yeah, you know what, man, like, when it comes to that, and I talk about it because it's part of who I am, right? It's for me, not talking about it would not feel natural. So it's such a huge part of who I am that I feel like I need to at least talk about it somewhat, because you know, you never know who might be having a struggle or who might be having some kind of issue as well. And you know, I not only do I live it, but it's my job as well. So I work as a certified recovery specialist, so I'm around it all day long. It's part of my life. It's part of who I am, and it's really changed me into the person who I am today. So I appreciate you sharing that with me, man. And I too have lost a lot of friends, lost a lot of people close to me, family as well. And I wish you the best of luck, my man. Trustrin, so you're saying we need a DM con? A DM con? What's a DM con? DM con? I want to roll Holy Priest or Mage when Classic comes out, but I wonder if I would be having a hard time finding a raid group because I may only play 34 hours a day. I want to Holy Priest or Mage. So if you're only going to play 3 to 4 hours a day, I mean, listen, you know, some raids, yeah, you can do a raid in that time, but you know, you need to get your. Listen, man, I think you can do it. You want to be a casual player and raid, you know, a couple of nights a week. That's fine. I think you'll be okay doing that. Actually, bad. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Def Camp and Melderon Convention. Okay, I get it. Yeah. It's like, what do you mean DM Con, dude? Yeah, dude, I would. So listen, if you guys are ever, I would honestly love to do some kind of meetup though at BlizzCon or something like that. I mean, if we could get, you know, which we're going to get tickets for BlizzCon this year. We already talked about it last night. If we can meet up with like a few of you guys there, that would be fucking awesome. But a DM con, man, oh wow, would like 5 people come to that? I mean, come on. I mean, that would be awesome. It would. How long do the raids usually take? So here's the thing. So progression is a lot different than actual, you know, just raiding. So, you know, you can, if you're cleared Molten Core, depending on how long your guild takes, some people may take an hour and a half. Some people may take an hour if they're quick. Some people could take even less, which doesn't really happen often. Those are more like speedrunners. But, so a progression night, a usual progression night in my guild is about 4 hours. Maybe more, you know. But usually we would start around like 8 or so and end around 12 or 1. So 4 to 5 hours. Some people do a little like 4. But that for me is a good progression time, like 4 to 5 hours. And then once you have things on farm, it'll usually take half that time. You know, some guilds take a little bit longer to give out loot. Some guilds take a little bit longer to explain things because they have pugs, this, that, and the other. But for the main thing, you know, when it comes to like an MC, BWL night or whatever like that, you can easily do. Let's say this, okay? So when we were progressing, doing 4 hours, you know, for the first time we got into MC, whatever, people who never been there, had to explain shit. You know, first time we did it took maybe 3.5, whatever, 4 hours. After that, in one night, we would do MC and Ani in half the time that we had out for the whole night. So yeah, once you get shit on farm, I mean, you can get shit done really quickly. And then after that, people would do dungeons in the allotted raid time still and help gear other people up. hyped as fuck for BlizzCon, fam. John, I know I am too, man. I'm so fucking hyped. I just realized how hyped this BlizzCon will be. This is the first BlizzCon after Classic launches. Johnny Bravo, dude. I know, man. I didn't. So think about it, right? After Classic launches, there's going to be so many people there just for Classic. There's going to be so many people there, you know, wondering, okay, what's next? What's happening after Classic? What's happening in this phase? You know, I can't fucking wait, dude. There's going to be people there literally coming just for Classic. They did last year as well, too, but, you know, it'll actually be a game that's live this year for Classic. Like, that's fucking awesome, dude. I've been matched with Asmongold and PGs. We didn't die. Progression equals takes 4 hours out of your evening on raid nights. Yeah, there you go, Johnny Bravo. So Petty says, I did character progression in a casual guild. We would do 3 to 4 hours a night on weekends. Yeah, that's about right. I raid Mind Control. Dude, how awesome is fucking Mind Control? For anyone who's never played a priest, being able to mind control elite mobs or mind control mobs that have abilities such as like in Ubers where you can get the fire resistance for, you know, for BWL or for RAG or whatever. Such a unique spell, and probably the most fun I've ever had was just mind controlling people off the boats from Ratchet to Booty Bay, which is a really dick move, but I definitely have done it before, and it's, you know, mind controlling people off the lumber mill, mind controlling people just for fun. I mean, it's a lot of fucking fun, dude. Mind control is such an amazing spell. Mind control in Basin at BS, dude. It's powerful as fuck, too. Because think about it, right? Think about it. You know, you have a healer that's healing, and you can either sit there and mana burn him, or you can just fucking mind control him off the ledge. Or, you know, someone spinning the flag. Just mind. It's so powerful if you get that mind control off, and you get a healer or someone out that's just being a nuisance, and that's hard to kill. I love it, dude. MC in 1,000 needles, dude. So yeah, that's usually the Alliance who griefs the Horde in 1,000 needles, a free win post. So fuck them, man. No, I'm kidding. Yep, WoWCon confirmed. Yeah, there you go. Trustian, Def Camp and Melderon Con at Blizzard. There you go. We'll have a meetup in our hotel room. We'll have a little table set up on the side. You can buy your Def Camp Melderon merch, and you can get a signed bottle of Snapple from me. There you go. That'll be Def Cam DMCon 2019. Fish yeah. This is gonna be wild. This is gonna be awesome. Do you think that Classic will kill vanilla private servers? Cuckboy. To some extent, yeah. I do think that the Classic private servers, like obviously like Northdale, I mean Voldemort, will have, you know, a lot of these servers will definitely get hit hard. I do, however, think that there will probably be some TBC private servers that will launch around that time that will do okay. But for the most part, man, I think private servers are going to take a big hit come Classic. In my opinion. Could be wrong. But you never know. You can raid casually for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Izzy, right? Someone who has 3 to 4 hours a night can raid. I definitely think so. So for whoever asked that question, you should be fine. And, you know, if you want to play a Holy Priest or a Mage, they both are great classes. They both offer support as well. In, of course, the Mage in the form of decursing, you know, giving food and water and CCs. And, of course, Holy Priest is just, you know, all around an amazing, amazing healer. Guys, again, I just want to say this one more time, because I'm fucking, every time I think about it, I'm just like so excited and ecstatic. 10,000 subscribers. And we're just fucking starting, boys. We're just starting. Benediction and slash anathema and mind control are 90% of the reasons to make a priest. Foehammer. You know what else is really nice? Mind Soothe in dungeons, man. Like certain dungeons or DM tribute run with Mind Soothe can make it so much quicker. Also, I love it too. I just love the fact of having okay, you have levitate. Yeah, levitate's cool and all. You're the only class who really has a slow fall other than Noggin Fogger and mages. So, I mean, one of my main reasons for playing a priest in Classic is just how good they are at any kind of healing. You know what I mean? Whether it's AoE, you have a great AoE heal. Whether it's hot, whether it's an absorb, or just straight heals. Like, if you're not sure what kind of healer you want to play, I feel like a priest is pretty much a safe bet, because they can do relatively well in every style of healing. Thanks for the stream. Time to close up shop, Petty. No problem, brother. I'm probably going to head out in about 20 minutes or so. So you have a good one, brother. DEFCON level 9,000. Yeah, Petty, you have a good one, my man. DEFCON level 1, didn't the major ones say that they will shut down when Classic? Yeah, Father Michael, you're right. Actually, some of the major ones did actually say that. And listen, a lot of these private servers, they did this so that, Blizzard would get the message. So a lot of the ones that were in it for the actual community, I believe, will probably be shutting down for, Classic's release. Some of the ones that were doing it more for money will probably stay open. Which, hey, whatever. I know the main Voldemort server is shutting down when Classic launches. The people running it want to stop. They're going to try to transfer people over to TBC Realm, not run by the same people. And you know what, Johnny Bravo, that's true, because those people are going to be fucking playing Classic, man. They don't want to be bothered with having to GM or take care of this, that, and the other. They're going to want to play Classic and have fun like everybody else. But, I can't stress enough how important, especially the NOS team, has been in this whole endeavor that we've been through. They really were kind of, there were people before that who wanted, legacy servers, who wanted vanilla servers. But the NOS team, what they did, and the fact that they actually, they didn't have to stop the server at that point. I mean, yeah, they got the cease and desist. But a lot of people were saying that, they could have continued going on with where they were and all this. But they respected Blizzard, and they decided to stop, the server. Their mission was kind of to get this into the world, into Blizzard's attention, on their radar, right? And they definitely did that. And I have the utmost respect for the NOS team and for everyone who's kind of been working in that direction to not really profit off this, but to more so show everyone how passionate we are about Classic WoW, how much we love this game, and like why we actually do this. So, I'm saying, guys, I'm a fucking idiot, I know. All the non-vanilla private servers will do fine. Yeah, what the fuck, that was loud. Holy shit. Whew. God, that scared the shit out of me. Oh my god, I forgot my thing was all the way up. Link of Hyrule 565 has used 50 bits. Cheer 50 says says keep up the great work. Here is to 10k subs. Thank you, Link of Hyrule 565, for the 50 bits, my man. I really appreciate it. And cheers, my friend. I'm almost done my Snapple, so thank you, Link. I'd play a Paladin again, but I hated being the Loladin. It's like being a Huntard. People just shamed you. LMAO bastards. Outbreak, how dare they? Listen, man. I personally, if I played Alliance, which I don't, I would probably at least one rep Paladin in my raid, just because, Paladins themselves are just so fucking strong, the blessings, the wipe prevention, just so many amazing things that they bring to the raid. And yeah, do Retidins do less damage than a lot of other classes? Yes. But I think they do have their place in a way, you know? I mean, I don't know. Listen to me, guys. All I'm saying is I will never laugh at someone who comes to raid prepared, who knows their class, you know, who understands that, okay, listen, I may not be the most optimal spec for DPS, but I offer other things to the table. I can help the raid in this way. I also came with consumes, this, that, and the other. And, you know, there are specs out there that can be useful that don't just do DPS or don't just do this, or they also give other utilities. So when it comes down to it, my way of thinking it is like, this person is serious about it. They understand the implications of playing this spec and what's kind of expected of them. But as long as they understand they may have to go the extra mile to prove themselves, I'm okay with that. And I actually respect that. So hats off to you, or fucking salutes to you, Outbreak, for doing what you love, my man, and making it your thing, man. So, and rolling with it. Because listen, brother, it's not hard. I mean, it's not easy sometimes when everyone's sitting there fucking calling you a noob or an idiot for rolling this class. But sticking to it and showing what you're actually good at and trying to, you know, help the raid in other ways other than just DPS, I respect that, my man. I do. So, keep it up, brother. Even though you're playing Paladin and playing for the Alliance, I respect it, my man. I respect it. I never played too much WoW. I leveled up to 24 with a Hunter. I'm going to start playing seriously with Classic. Duo. Am I crazy? I never played too much WoW. I leveled up to 24 with a Hunter. I'm going to start seriously with Classic. Duo. No, you're not crazy. You're not crazy, Jalid. I can't read. Jalid. I think you're absolutely sane, my friend. The only thing I don't like about TBC was classes for both sides. Dude, Papa, so fucking true, man. I think one of the most unique things about Classic WoW was that the factions felt so different, you know? Like, and I always say this about, for me, the Horde. I felt so connected to the Horde and how, you know, you had that brotherhood, that band of brothers feelings. But, like, being a shaman of the Horde is fucking awesome. The same goes for being a paladin of the Alliance. Like, you feel like you are, like, the ambassador for your faction almost, in a sense. And, I just love the distinction between them, where the Paladin, especially in a PvP setting, is much more defensive, especially when looking at, like, BGs, talking about, you know, doing pre-mates for BGs. Paladins make exceptional defensive, they have so many defensive capabilities, whether it's a bubble, whether it's your blessings, whether it's bop, whether it's sacrifice, all these amazing things they offer. Whereas a shaman is so much more offensive. You know, you can jump in there with some chain lightnings, drop some wind fury totems, drop some fucking noobs, and just blow people up. They offer a lot of similar things in the sense of, you know, buffs in this, you know, in this form or the other, for whether it's blessings or whether it's totems or whether it's resistances. They offer a lot of the same utilities, but they do it in such different ways. And I think it's so fucking cool, man. I think that was one of the biggest mistakes, honestly, that the Blizzard developers did, was by allowing, you know, Paladins to be on the Horde and Shamans to be on the Alliance. I mean, to me, there's nothing worse than seeing a fucking Draenei Shaman. It just kills me. And sorry to you guys who like them, but I don't feel the same way about Blood of Paladins for some reason. Probably because I played one for a long time. But I don't know, man. I really wish, especially retroactively, like looking back now, I just wish the Blizzard would have stuck with their guns and said, you know, we're going to keep Shamans for the Horde, keep Paladins for the Alliance. Wow, we've been talking for a long fucking time. I'm going to listen to some Grizzly Hills for a little bit, boys. I need some Grizzly Hills in my life right now. So, I mean, honestly, dude, that for me was one of the most amazing things in my life, was being able to play a shaman of the Horde and feeling like, holy shit, you know, I'm the embodiment of what the fucking Horde is. And even as a paladin, it felt really cool, really unique. Balanced classes after Nax. Sacrilege. I'm kidding, brother. The only thing... I'd play a paladin again, but I hated being the... Oh yeah, we read that. but can Nax be cleared with casual raiders, says Apostle Alex. The videos I've seen make it look like you need great dedication to make it through Nax. Apostle, I'm not going to act like I know what I'm talking about because I've never done Nax in vanilla. So, but personally, people I've talked to and videos that I've seen, yes, it does seem that you definitely need a lot of preparation to enter Naxxramas, and especially clear it. I think some people will get to certain fights in Nax and not make it further than that. You know, Patchwork is a famous, you know, fight where people have not had the DPS to get through it because it is basically a DPS race. And, you know, a lot of people have hit walls in Nax and they got to 2 bosses or 3 bosses and that was it. And that's okay. You know what I mean? That's okay if that's all that your guild can do, because that is fucking amazing, the fact that you got that far. But I do think that some, you know, depending on how long we have where Nax is out, if we have a long time, I think that would make it so that more people would do it. You got to remember, when Nax originally came out, a lot of people, I believe TBC was already announced. If I remember correctly, I think it was. TBC was already announced, I think, when Nax came out. And a lot of people felt like, you know, from what I've heard, I didn't feel like this personally. I would have loved to get into Nax if I could have, but I was a complete noob and didn't even have, you know, I had like 2 pieces of tier 1, if that, I think. Was basically still in all dungeon blues. I would have loved to have gotten into it. I would have. But I knew it was not possible for me. And I think a lot of people felt like, you know, this new expansion's coming out. This last raid is kind of ridiculous. A lot of people are talking about how they have to farm consumes all week to do it. Let's just wait until the new expansion comes out. So I think if we have more time to digest Nax and really understand that, okay, you know, we're going to have to invest this much time into it, there will be more people clearing it this time around. Absolutely. I just think that's kind of given. But I think it will be very limited to what people can actually make it through Nax. And so back to the question, is it possible for a casual guild to complete Nax? It depends on what level of casual, right? Because there are people that consider themselves casual because they only raid 2-3 nights a week. You know, then there are people who consider themselves casual because they don't raid at all. So it depends on the level of casual. It also depends on the commitment of the raid, of the group. But yeah, is it possible for a casual guild? You know, like I said, probably. But it depends on the timeline of how long we're looking at. Rip Nost, I know, brother. Balance. Mage has to be the best DPS. Portals, water is awesome. Blink is underrated. Their AoE is always best, dude. Mages are fucking amazing, dude. Oh, I am really far behind on chat. Let me, I'm gonna have to skip a little bit, guys. I'm sorry about that. What about Dwarf Shaman? Dwarf Shaman. Dwarf Shaman. Get the hell out of here, Dwarf Shaman. Dwarf Shaman. Hef Camp. Oh, God. That's a great one. There you go. Hef Camp. That'll be my Tarn's name. Hef Camp. I love Shaman, but it's the core class fantasy that makes me stay with it. Alliance Shamans and Horde Paladins, along with flying, were the huge mistakes that evolved into the problems today. Wow, Johnny Bravo. Amen, dude. Thank you, Pogren. They separated them so that classes wouldn't be mirror images of each other. They had to balance Shaman around Paladin, which took away from individuality to some extent. That's a good point, Zohan. Very good point. You guys offer such fucking insight, man. For Cosmodon! Fuck out of here. No, I'm kidding, brother. Now, when I create a new character, Blood Elf isn't even on my radar left. I know, dude. The real Kyle in the house. The real Kyle. How the fuck are you doing, brother? It is great to see you here. We did it, man. We hit 10K. We did it. We hit 10K subscribers, my friend. And it's been a hell of a ride. And it's just getting started, boys. Back in the day, people always said ally players were kids who wanted to be heroes, while Horde was a band of brothers. Father Michael, I agree with you there, my man. I do. I know some people are gonna hate that, but you know what? And I played Alliance for a while. I did for the greater part of my classic career. I played Alliance for my vanilla career, and I remember I said this before. I remember actually writing a ticket to Blizzard, saying, "Please, please, please, turn my character into an undead. I will do anything. I will pay anything, please." And they wrote back to me, said that it was impossible. And that's when I made my undead priest. I'm a casting my fireball. King Magni for the win. Ugh. I went 11 out of 15 knacks. Consumes worth thing, but not 100ths of gold worth each pool. Russ, that's a great point. You know, 11 out of 15 is really fucking impressive for vanilla WoW. And like he says here, consumes worth thing, but not hundreds of golds worth each pool. So, of course, you would save it, you know, for the boss you're progressing on. You know, if you're having trouble on a certain boss, you would use your consumes then. But remember, guys, a lot of these buffs, a lot of these consumes, certain ones would go away on death. So, you have to remember, like, you know, you're going to try what most guilds do, and what we did in our experience. This goes for a lot of raiding. You would practice the fight as much as you can without consumes, right? Get the mechanics down. Get the feel for the fight. See how far you can get without your consumables first, and then start to really push yourself. So it's not like you're going to be using it every time. In my experience, we would do sometimes dozens of pulls, depending on if it was like mythic rating or what. And really give it our all as much as we could without consumes, without, you know, world buffs or whatever. And go into it as hard as we can without all that. See how far we can get. And then once we feel like we were confident enough to go in with consumables and really give it a shot, then we would try it like that. So that was our kind of strategy. What is the gear requirement for AQ20? So AQ20 is not that difficult, Mega. It's basically, I mean, I've done AQ20 in pre-raid BIS with like Dire Maul here. You know, it would be nice to have like tier 1 gear, but it's not needed. You know, AQ20 is not that difficult, honestly. There are some fights that are, you know, in the AQ20, but it's nothing. I would say for most people, you know, a mix between, you know, some pre-raid BIS and some epics would be a good way to get in there to be able to clear it confidently. It's okay because Nemesis is better than Plague Heart Set. Oh, I remember that stage when we were getting Paladin tier pieces on the Horde side in vanilla. That felt so wrong. Dude, there's nothing worse than that, man. There's nothing worse than that. Seeing a fucking Paladin piece drop. Ugh. Outbreak, what's good? Another flaw with retail is how all the classes feel the same. Everyone has CC and movement increase, etc. Arleth, preach it, brother. I mean, listen, there are a lot of things that are issues with retail, such as transmog, such as class monetization, and but those are things that I think so many of the people of the retail community have come to accept and almost feel like the damage is done too much for the retail side of things, where going backwards, or not really backwards in the sense of things, but in my eyes, it'd be going forward. But going backwards in the sense of time would really piss off the retail community, because I just don't think they know what they want, honestly. It's fucking music. So good. Polo Fiend Nax did have kind of an attunement. You just had to pay money. It wasn't really that much of an attunement. You had to pay money, so depending on what level you were, reputation with the Argent, you had to pay a certain amount of money, and I think, yeah, if you were like exalted, you got it for free, I think it was, something like that. Plague Heart is 6 set if it wasn't for the weird fucking helm. God, this fucking music is so good. I remember doing the spider ring in vanilla, and my ex-net gave me a fucking jump scare. Oh my god, dude, she's fucking creepy, I know. A lot of people went there and wiped on trash Def Camp. The instance has been theory crafted for 10 plus years. Imagine doing it with knowledge and no with with no knowledge and no Google. Peter, I fucking wish I could have, Peter. It would have been so epic for me even be able to kill one boss in Nax Vanilla. To realize that you were one of the only people to get inside this raid and kill these bosses must have felt fucking awesome. And I'm definitely jealous that I'll never have that experience. But what I will have is the experience of doing it with you guys, and that I'm fucking excited for. I'm really excited for. No way all the better players will be sucked to higher guilds. It's possible. Polifine needs some with Argent Dawn and a bit of... There you go. There you go, brother. Some rep... There you go. People are answering the question. Currently at the gym and listening in the background. Chest and triceps today, boys. The real Kyle. I hope this doesn't... I hope this music doesn't get you into a little bit of a lull, because it's just so beautiful. It makes you want to like sit and just fucking stare off into the fucking... I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Pogren, you heading out, brother? I've got to go, my dude. I was going to say congrats again. Love you, brother. Pogren, have a good night, my man. Thank you for coming by, as always, my dude. And you have a good night as well, man. Thank you again. Thank you again, brother. Yeah, I'll be heading out here in a minute, guys. Couple more minutes. I just want to get through this chat. Jesus, I'm missing this chat. Fuck, I'm really going so slow today. Alright. I love Blood Elves so much, but I wish only 2% of the Horde player base played them. Horde is like 70%. Dude, Zohan, I know. There's so many Blood Elves. So many Blood Elves in BFA. It's crazy. I agree as well, and I started Alliance. Yeah, dude. There you go. Right from Papa. Right from Papa's mouth. Horde is a merry band of misfit outcasts just trying to find a home. It's beautiful, John Doherty. Blood Elves were actually supposed to be High Elves. All vanilla, we were promised High Elves on the Alliance, only to have BC screw us. Hard to turn away from that. I'm going Orc Shaman, looking forward to seeing some Wind Fury crits, baby. Here it comes. Oh yeah. I'm going Resto Elemental Shaman and running my guild, my own guild come Classic. Zohan, I fucking love that, dude. Resto / Ellie. Do it, brother. Fucking do it, my man. Azeroth belongs to the Alliance. No. Never. Or maybe I'm thinking different unit, but for sure there was a shaman-like dwarf unit. Oh, are you talking about in Warcraft, in the RTSs? Was there? Oh, dwarf shaman unit? I don't remember that. Could be right. I mean, you cannot trust this memory too much, guys. You really can't. Belf Paladin does make sense to me, but Tarn Paladin is just why. Yeah, I know, Kevin. Apparently because, like, Anshe is, like, the sun or some shit. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't understand either. Tarn Priest as well. Come on, like a Tarn Priest? Dude, have you guys ever seen a Tarn Shadow Priest? It is ridiculously ridiculous. It is literally just wrong. A Tarn Shadow Priest. Like, why? What the hell were they thinking, dude? That's like a Tarn fucking Warlock. AD, thank you so much for the congrats on the 10K, man. It feels good, brother. It does. Again, guys, thank you all so much. All the support, all the love. I really felt it. And Meldron and I, we are so fortunate to have the community that we have. It just means the fucking world to us, guys. Peter Shine, we did 15 out of 15 Nax. It's the best instance. People failed with maxed out AQ gear. I feel kind of blessed doing it on vanilla. I haven't touched it on private server. Definitely going to go back in classic. Peter, I would love to talk to you one day about that, my man. Maybe a dev talk. Who knows? I would love to pick your brain about that, my dude. And 15 out of 15 Nax, dude. What was it like when you guys downed KT? That's all I want to know. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? God, can you guys imagine? It's like for me, I feel like when someone drives by in like a fucking like $2 million car, Like, that's what I feel like looking at Peter right now. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, that's what I feel like. Oh, God. Especially if you had, like, full tier 3, I'd be like, I would definitely go, I'd say full raid needs pre-raid BIS for AQ20. Yeah, Zohan, that sounds about right. Full raid for pre-raid BIS AQ20. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Make my day better, big boy. John Kevin, I will do my best, my friend, to make your day bigger. You guys have already made my day bigger, so thank you. What reward are there in AQ20? I know AQ40 drops 2.5. Does AQ20? Yes, so there is some AQ20 stuff you can get. You know, when you get the rep up and all that, you can actually, for the priest, I know you get the mace, which is actually really good, healing mace. You can also, there's a necklace that drops, or, yeah, it's a necklace that you get from the, like you know how there's an Ani head? Well, there's a item that you can turn in to get a necklace for your class. There's also some other really good stuff for certain classes. I know most about the priest for what you can get. But yeah, so there's some good stuff you can get from AQ20. The rewards from the rep and all that stuff from turning in the items. There's some pretty good stuff, my man. I switched my paladin to Tarn. Outbreak. Why? I won't lie. Outbreak. When Kata came out, I switched mine as well. And then I switched them right back, like a day later, because I just couldn't stand it. I could not. I was like, oh, you know, because I was so happy to not be a Blood Elf anymore, because I was just so sick of being a Blood Elf. And then I saw how oafy and stupid I looked as a Tarn. And dude, can I just say, the new Tarn animations are so bad compared to the old ones. The fucking old Tarn the old Tarn character models, excuse me, were so much better. The new ones are like, they're all like oafy and like, I don't know, they feel like I don't know. What the fuck am I doing? Classic is all fun in games until you start the split bone necklace quest. Oh my god, dude, I know, right? It takes so fucking long to get those fucking bones. There's still someone today trying to get those bones off those damn trolls. Lore-wise, doesn't make sense, Tarn Paladin, and get the fuck out of here. You know what, dude? I can... What's worse, though? Is Tarn Priest worse than Tarn Paladin? I feel like Tarn Priest is worst. Greetings from Mars. Macro Duso. Dude, can you please pick me up and take me to Mars, man? I would love to come visit, brother. I would love to come visit. Warren Layden Dugland. Oh, that was a pain in the ass as well. In the fucking little place in Tenaris. Blizz wanted everyone to do the same stuff. How far am I from the chat? Okay. No donations today? No, we got some donations today. Kevin. Just not like yesterday. We got a few donations today. Let's see. We got Pogren and Atticus dropped a few bucks on me earlier. Those guys are always supporting the channel. Horde will be 40% Forsaken if the polls ring true, since Belfs won't be a thing in Classic, of course. Johnny Bravo, I expect that as well. I will be part of the Forsaken army as well, so. Def Camp, you will love Nax. It's your kind of lore. It's dark and gothic. You're going to love it. Peter, I can't fucking wait, man. So obviously I did Nax in Wrath. And I'm kind of sad that I did, because it was just so easy compared to, you know, what I've heard about Nax. But I mean, you know, our guild had our little struggle. I mean, we cleared 10-man Nax no time. But I loved it then. I really did. But I want to play Nax in Classic, man. I really do. I really do. I rolled a Tarn Shadow Priest, and the shadowy apparitions are hilarious. Foe Hammer. I don't know, like this giant, like Tarn, like floating towards you. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god, it's gotta be hilarious, dude. Should have undead paladins and dwarf shamans. Dude, John, Kevin, I've been saying undead paladins for so long, right? I know it's not, you know, they don't want to exercise themselves, right? But they were the humans of Lordaeron, right? Who were like the first paladins, right? So what happened? They died and they just forget how to be paladins, but they can still be priests? Come on. I know it doesn't make too much sense because, right, a paladin's like job is to basically kill undead. But I don't know, man. I thought it'd be really cool to have like this Forsaken who was so devoted to being a paladin that when he died, he's like still a paladin, but he's in a sense different. I don't know, man. I thought it would have been cool. I did. It's like an orc rogue. What's wrong with orc rogue? Tarlan Warlock. It's coming someday, Kevin. No way, dude. Tarlan Warlock. What's wrong with an orc rogue? Come on, orc rogue is pretty badass, dude. Okay, I know they are. Okay. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it for a second, maybe they are a little too big and bulky to be a rogue. But a female orc rogue does not look bad. Because the first thing I thought out was about a female orc rogue. I thought about like Garona, you know what I mean? But like if you think of the orcs, which I hate thinking of orcs this way now, it's like every time I think of an orc, sometimes I fucking go back to thinking of like the orcs from the fucking Warcraft movie, which, I mean, they looked pretty badass, but they were like huge, right? They were like the size of what Tarn should be. And think about that as think about like Dorotan as a fucking rogue. Like that would be kind of weird, right? This dude's fucking massive. Like can barely even fit on a horse. And he's a rogue. Like, oh, you can't see me. You can't see me. I'd be like me acting like, you know, a fucking rogue. I'm not, well, you know what I mean? I don't know. I think orc rogue, like, looks cool in game. Especially on a female. I think female orcs, for some reason, look so good. I love, if I were to ever play a female character, it would be an orc female, honestly. I think their proportions are just, like, perfect. You know, like, to head, to legs, to head, to torso. I think they look proportionate. Anyone else think that? But, you know, an orc male looks badass. Don't get me wrong. Look great, especially a shaman, as a warrior. But as a rogue, I don't know. Together with Tarn Demon Hunter. Jesus. Tarn Priest is just as bad as Gnome Hunters. Ugh. Gnome Paladin should have been a thing. Get out of here, dude. To be fair, non-Shadow Forsaken Priests are as weird. Yeah, you could say that, foe. You could say that. To be fair, it's pretty undead, unholy Paladin. There you go. There you go. I love that. No donate. Oh, we read that. Yeah, Kevin, we got some earlier, brother. AQ20 drops new spell rank boots. We got some mostly about filling Death's hole, but yeah, so yeah, about filling my hole, exactly. The Wiggle Fingers. Ugh, new Tarn models animations look fucking awful. I know, dude. I used to play exclusively Tarn. Oh, there you go. Speaking about donations, we just got another one. John Kevin has donated $5 through Super Chat. John Kevin, thank you so much for the $5. He says, orc females are thick. They are thick with a double C, dude. They are. Orc females are thick. Honestly, guys, orc females have been growing on me. I feel like I should be talking about something like beautiful right now. This is music. But orc females are literally probably the only female class I would play. And they are thick. They are thick. They are juicy. They are... What else am I going to say? They're thick. For sure. Thank you for the $5, my man. Love filling holes. Sucks you need CC to Super Chat. I need CC to Super Chat? What is it? Sucks you need CC to Super Chat. What does that mean? You need CC? What is CC? Closed captions? You need closed captions to Super Chat? What does that mean? Why would you mean, you don't need to say something, do you? I'm so confused. Yeah, there was a $2 hole train. Yeah, there was a $2 hole train. Everyone was filling my hole with $2, man. It was great. Orc Paladins are canon. Now remember Maghar Quest. The Maghar Quest. What, in the Burning Crusade? The Burning Crusade Maghar quests in Nagrand. There was Orc Paladins there? Really? I don't remember that. Orc Paladins from the Maghar in Nagrand in the Burning Crusade. I remember seeing Garrosh there. Orc Paladin left my also and Blood Elf Shaman / Druid. I have PayPal set up for my stream. Oh shit, Atticus, when are you streaming, dude? I agree. Fill in holes. Now I need to update my PayPal. Yeah, I just did that. Blood Elves killed the Horde and WoW. Let's face it. John Kevin, they did, in a way. They did. And I am partially to blame because I always wanted... See, I have this issue. I have this issue where I love Paladins. I do. I love, especially Holy. But I love the Horde, right? As soon as Paladins were available on the Horde, I was like, sweet, I can make one. And I made one. There's something about the Blood Elves that just doesn't feel right about in the Horde. And I'm sure there's some people out there who love Blood Elves. But they just don't feel... They have that superiority, that smug superiority. You know, the Orcs, right? They're all about honor, and you know, they're the underdogs trying to find their way in this new world. The Tarn are this peaceful, nomadic tribe that is also about honor. They're also about, you know, helping the Orcs try to find their ways, and they're really just the two of them, the Orcs and the Tarn. I feel like fit very well together. One is more peaceful than the other. But they both are honorable, and they both really value a lot of the same things. Now, the Trolls, I think I'm interested in a lot, but especially the Darkspear Trolls, right? Because they're very different than the rest of the Trolls. They're more so like the Orcs in a lot of ways, and they also are not many of them left. So the Trolls are a little bit different, but I think they have their niche in the Horde. And then you have the Forsaken, right? So the Forsaken are completely different than the other three, but they also bring this really dark and sinister feel to the Horde. You know, they're almost like, especially in Vanilla WoW, they're not really trusted yet. There's a lot of quests where you're as a Tarn, you have to, like, you know, you talk about the Forsaken and how you don't trust them, and they're just kind of really, like, everyone's kind of keeping their eye on them to see, like, where they are, what they're going to do. And I actually really like that. I really enjoy that. And then when Blood Elves came, it's like, oh, and now you have Blood Elves. And they're like, they kind of look like humans. And they kind of talk really weird. And they're like, they have a really weird way they jump. And then it was just like, okay, the Horde is not as badass anymore. Did anyone else feel like that? I mean, come on. I mean, and I played one. I did. I played one for a long time. I played a Blood Elf. I only played Blood Elf, though, to play Paladin. And the other class I would play a different race, especially more for Undead or Tarn. Man, I forgot about this area in Wrath of Lich King, dude. Guys, I want to say this. Wrath had some of the best music. Wrath's music was so fucking good, dude. Since I didn't kill KT in Vanilla, it was nice to finish up in Wrath. Yeah. Tarns were supposedly the first Paladins according to the lore. Lame. Atticus. Why did you have to tell me that? Yeah, no, apparently they're the Anshe. Anshe guides them into being a Paladin, apparently. Dude, Dwarf Shaman, stupid. They could have let Worgen be Shaman instead. Yeah, I mean, I would have accepted probably, I don't know, honestly. Honestly, the only Shamans in my book are the Horde. Are the Tauren, are Trolls, and Orcs. Those are the only Shamans that should be. Tarns don't seem like they should be able to wear plate. Really? A Tarn warrior is so badass, man. So badass. Alright, Paladins can't be risen as undead, I think. Ah, makes sense, Kevin. Makes sense. Like, just physically, yeah. Journess are part of the lore, but are ugly in Warcraft 3 and WoW, yeah, I know. They're space goats, dude. They're space goats. Space goats, goats to goats to goats. Space goats, goats to goats. Corona. I know. Corona. Yeah. Just like physically, Cerzelli paladins can't be. Okay, I read that. Hulk stab. Huge orc. I know. Half breeds. Oh, true, but that's a death knight. Nah, dude, you don't seem the build to be a rogue. Yeah, exactly, Leonard. That's what I'm talking about, man. Zandalari are taller than Tauren and can be rogue. There you go. Yeah, but Tauren are so big, dude. Rogues, gnomes, and blood elves only. Rogues, gnomes, and blood elves only. What about undead, man? Undead rogue, Papa? I mean, human rogue too, right? I'm definitely making a dwarf rogue just for the looks. Foehammer, I loved my dwarf rogue. I really did. His name was Def Comp with a K over on another server, and I made him dwarf. And let me just say, man, being a dwarf dagger rogue is fucking awesome, dude. I can't tell you how many times I just loved pressing that fucking stone form button, dude. Every time I fight another rogue and I get fucking blinded, hit stone form, it felt so good to have the upper hand. I loved being a dwarf rogue. Absolutely loved it. I adored it. I love my dwarf rogue. He was so much fun. Tauren Demon Hunters, Illidari. The Illidari. The Illidari, dude. I love it. I love it. Y'all say Locke is underpowered till you get gear. Would you say S-Priest is in the same boat? Good question, Patty Cakes. I would say that S-Priests definitely become way more powerful with gear, but they do have some good utility even without it. I feel like, yes, they definitely, I would say, okay, so here's the thing, right, because Warlocks get powerful in just not one aspect, they get powerful in two aspects, PvE and PvP. Shadow Priests, yeah, they can do pretty good damage in PvE, but they're limited by their mana and a lot of things like that. So I would say that no, the priests actually can be pretty decent even with okay gear, especially in PvP, whereas a warlock is not as powerful until they get a good amount of gear, if that makes any sense. If that makes any sense at all. I hope it does. Tell me about one no Alliance Shaman in the canon of WoW. Tell me about one no Alliance. Tell me about one Alliance Shaman you know in the canon of WoW. I don't know any Papa. Known. I don't know any known Alliance. Dude, in the canon of like WoW, as far as, you know, classic or I don't know any, dude. I'm just waiting till Def catches up with chat. I'm getting there, foe. I'm getting there. I had to skip a little bit. I'm sorry for those of you I've skipped. I felt that they were out of space goes when I tried to. Storm Peak's music is epic. They always band lore to suit their game. I wouldn't call Sunwalkers paladins. They are only called paladins because of the limited classes in the game. Like the broken shaman though. The Draenei shaman don't feel quite right. Yeah, dude. Like Draenei was retconned. Oh yeah, I was. The totem weapons, Tarn. Oh dude, I want those fucking totem weapons too, man. Fapstead? Falstead? Oh, Stormhammer clan? So yeah, the fucking Falstead clan, the Thrall is a shaman raised by humans, almost alliance, never Jasper. Thrall is Horde through and through. He was only raised by alliance because they made him a slave, man. They enslaved him, dude. That's not being raised by alliance. It's being enslaved by the alliance. Two totally different things. Raised, slaved. Raised is not being slaved. I just watched myself doing that like an idiot. Sourfang is alliance now. No, he isn't, Kevin. Is he really? No, he's not. I'm not believing that. No way. No fucking way. No way he's Alliance now. Kevin, are you serious? Kevin, don't tell me that. Kevin. Fishing...